Well, hello there, Atari Knots. Retro Rob here, and welcome to Sorry Atari, where all the best Atari games go to be played bad. Today, I've got another arcade port for you over to the Atari 2600. This one was released back in 1981. It was originally by Exidy. Then its port came through ColecoVision, and eventually Atari re-released it. So what we got is, yeah, that's right, Venture, and we'll be playing this one today because I accidentally ended up with two copies because they look different. I'm easily fooled. Anyway, it's a pretty cool top-down shooter. It would have made a great dual stick shooter, but we only had a single stick with a single button, so just gonna have to deal with it. Let's go look at the front of the box. Venture for the Atari 2600 in that weird red that they use later on. It looks like, I don't know, clay colored, like that red clay. That might be just my region thing. But anyway, look at this heroic battle going on between what is either a double-headed snake or two snakes and a rather large-headed barbarian. That's amazing. That's some art, all right. The back of the box, and let me just give you a little bit of the arcade game while I'm reading this, so you don't have to just stare at this. But there it is, the back of the box. You are Winky, the heroic adventurer, and you have discovered a deep underground cave. Beyond the cave are numerous dungeons in which instinct tells you there are valuable treasures. Each prize naturally is guarded by dangerous monsters. Armed only with your trusty bow and arrow, you enter the murky dungeon depths. Through narrow halls and passageways, you skillfully make your way to the chamber's treasure. Once you have achieved your prize, you venture on to your next treasure, hidden in an even more challenging dungeon. Venture plays like a true arcade thriller with all the color, graphics, and sounds you would expect from Atari. Wow. Let's play it. Alright, here we go with some Venture. I'm in the hallway, or the dungeon, I guess. Hallway. I don't know. But just avoid the ghosts. You'll be fine. Alright. You can move up, down, left, and right, and you can, of course, fire your arrow by hitting the fire button. Something to note. Actually, there's a couple things to note. Number one, till you get the treasure, you don't get any points for killing monsters. So wait till after the treasure, if you can, The other thing is, see how they're dead and they're still there? If you bump into them, even though they're dead, you will die. I believe you slip on their entrails. And, yeah. And, just die. You hit your head or something. I don't know, but you die anyway, even if they're gone. Let's go up here into this room. This room's interesting because there is a slight change from the arcade. In the arcade, you can shoot out these blocks. In this, you cannot. And in the arcade, you just bump into them and they kind of bump you away. But on the Atari, they kill you, so don't run into those. Fortunately, I'm a serious gamer and yeah. No. Now we got the Berserk room, where you get to play auto for once. I think it's kind of nice. Come on, you need to die. No, you need to die. There we go. Oh, hurry. Yeah, Room Guardian. Keep away from him. He'll kill you. Alright, here is the second level, which in the Atari version, that's all the levels there are. In the arcade, there is 3. Alright, I'm going to try and grab this. And, Come on. Come on. There we go. I want the points. I don't want to deal with the Room Guardian. Come on. No. They can be hard to dodge. This room, I think, is the hardest one. It's only because this guy will not go away. There we go. And you gotta wait. And your chances of hitting the room guardian, especially later on in the game, get really pretty high there. Ah, come on. Oh, rats. No! They're kind of random. And they do like to kill you a lot. There we go. Got it. And I think this will be the last room. Always kill him right away, because my chances of killing him later or surviving just walking past him are pretty low. Come on. And there we go. You go back to the first until you really just can't take it no more. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. That was ridiculous. See, they become more erratic. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm done. I'm not going after him. So, at this level, I'd say it's about as hard as the arcade game is. And then after that, it becomes like really hard. I mean, just insanely difficult. Really, insanely difficult. Because this guy becomes so fast, you can barely survive him. Yep. Speaking of barely surviving, there we go. Yeah, let's go this way. Oh no. If you shoot him again, he stays around a little longer, which is, I don't know, very realistic, I guess. This is gonna get hard. Come on. No! Doing good. I'm doing good. For me. Look how fast they're moving. Yeah. Ah. I shouldn't have bragged. Should have said I'm doing good. That was a mistake, because now I'm dead. But still, not time wasted, because the game was fun. And that wraps it for Venture as played on the Atari 2600. Actually, I'm playing it on the 7800 Plus, but you know. About the same thing. Feel free to tell me how wrong I am in the comments down below. But anyway, this game, graphically speaking, is very close to the arcade game. It's not 100% perfect, obviously, but it's about as close as you can get to the arcade on the Atari 2600. It's really nice. The graphics are quite good. No complaints there. Sound effects are barren, but so is the arcade game. It's not like filled with sound, and you know, even next to other Atari 2600 games, the sound is pretty bare bones. But again, reasonable facsimile of the arcade. Gameplay, very good, very close to the arcade. There's a couple exceptions there, but really, it really feels like you're playing the arcade game, and I played the arcade game pretty shortly before playing this, so they did a really good job. It's really unfortunate that they missed the third level. Don't you feel like just a little bit more, little bit more squished together. Maybe they could have fit it in there, but I'm not a 2600 programmer, so I'm not 100% sure. But boy, it would have been so perfect had they just got that third level in there. But all in all, very good arcade port on the Atari 2600. You can generally get this game for well under $10, and it's definitely worth picking up for your collection. I want to thank you very much for watching this. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, ring that bell, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.
I remember when you were the best console in town. Gaming all day, we were never let down. Invite friends.